Mike, do you really hate him?
It's not hate. It's just he's Casper the Ghost.
It's a strong word.
Wait a minute, hold on. Akeem Ayers, you will watch a UCLA game. You don't even know if he's on the field half the game.
You don't like any of these guys.
No, the linebacking class this year stinks. Wake me up in day 2. We'll all take a nice nap on Thursday night. I wouldn't draft any of these
Except
guys.
for Von Miller.
Von Miller. He ain't going to be there.
You
know, that's a pipe dream.
Right.
I'd rather have Jessica Alba hosting than Don Shane, but that ain't happening either. So, you know.
I don't know. We got some pretty good people.
But he's not going to be there.
Right.
No.
Right.
So, again, you look at this position. We all would love to sit here and go, hey, take the outside linebacker. You've got a solid front 4. But it's not there. It's just not there.
There are guys, as I said with the corners, there are guys you can get in later rounds, I think. You can get a Mason Foster out of Washington. You can get a Bruce Carter. I know he's a little damaged, but he's a workout warrior. He's an absolute sick talent out of North Carolina. And there are some other guys later on in this draft that I think might be there. A Dante Mock, for example, where you can address other areas this team has, even though linebacker is an area, and still get a guy who can contribute.
Or Carter's teammate, Quan Sturtevant, another guy right off that same day.
Or Chris Carter from Fresno State.
And look at where the strength of this draft is. I mean, you got defensive ends now, which the Lions could use. And that's a heavy group of guys, that defensive end group. You might go there instead of the linebacking core. Even though you need a linebacker, you still get better defensively if you got a defensive end that can make a play.
See, I want to give him a hug.
You say that they can use a defensive end. Defensive line is the best and strongest part of this team.
Correct.
You would still take a player at that position.
If I got an impact pass rusher, this game is about the passing game. The NFL is about throwing the ball and stopping them from throwing it. 2 guys that are key in that, the quarterback, 3 guys that are key, quarterback, defensive end, and cornerbacks. And if you can get a defensive end that can rush the passer, force him to throw early. Your corners are better, and that quarterback has a problem. And if you can get that guy, the impact guy, a defensive end, and this class is deep, then I think you weigh that. Remember what I said the last segment? Value versus need. This class is so deep, you might get a high-value defensive end that's going to meet your needs.
And remember, you need depth in today's NFL. You need 7, 8 guys to rotate in. Vanden Bosch headed for 33, coming off neck surgery. You need another young, talented end to put next to Sue and make this the best defensive line, arguably, the Lions have had in 30 years.
Inside and out.
Absolutely, flexibility and options.
I'm glad we cleared up the hate issue there, Mike.
You got it. Just strong this line.
He doesn't hate anybody.
No. How about Matt Millen? You hate him? Matt Millen made a lot of mistakes when he was here, but not when he drafted this